Hello, my beautiful air signs. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me here. If you would just take a moment to please hit the thumbs up if you could. As you've been hearing around the platform, it's been really tough for our videos to be able to be shown around the platform. So if you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up, it would help this channel to be noticed on the platform anyway. I do appreciate you for doing that. And if you are interested in a private read, please look below. There is a yellow dot down below you will find in the description, and my email address is there if you want to have any questions about my process, and you can book me over at Wizio. All right, running on about a 10 to 12 day turnaround time currently. All right, so who am I going to read for first? Eeny, meeny, miny, Gemini. All right, Aquarius and Libra. Go ahead and hit that fast forward button, and I'll see you in a second. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Gemini. This is you, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini, please. Going to the week ahead. Tell me about Gemini. It's actually for until the middle of the month. Your Gemini readings come out twice a month. Okay, so we've got a fiery climax approaches. Why is that? We've got the full moon in Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries. A fiery climax approaches. Tell me about this fiery climax, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, what's the fiery climax? What's going on here? We've got prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus. You don't have to. We have a new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Very interesting. What do you need to release? Okay, so maybe you have or will release something under the full moon. I forgot to say that the reason I've been using the Moonology oracles, because we do have a full moon on the 7th, right? Coming up soon. And so it feels like your hard work is paying off. I feel like there is going to be a climax around the full moon. So something is going to come to a crescendo, is what I want to say. It's like something comes to the peak. And it's because you've been working really hard on the self or working hard on your pentacles. It's a new moon in Capricorn, which tells me you've been grounding yourself. You've been helping everybody around you, being very generous. Capricorn, I always see as the Queen of Pentacles, right? She is the one who's mimicking the Empress. So whether you're feminine or masculine, you might be into, mimicking the Empress. And what does that mean? Well, that means that you're learning the swords, you're learning the cups, you're learning all of those energies, right? And prosperity lies ahead. Something very grounded, I feel, is coming. Something that's going to ground you. After this fiery climax, prosperity lies ahead, and it feels like it's because you've been working hard, but I feel like something is coming in to ground you, an energy that will ground you once you reach your prosperity. I think that there is something sort of prosperous coming in for you, whatever that is. Could be material things, could be a person, could be a situation, or some energies. It could be an Aries, it could be a Taurus, it could be a Capricorn. All right, what else do we have here? Maybe some energy, some feelings. All right, okay. Well, that's pretty clear. Indecision and acceptance. We've got service. I feel good when I can help others. That reminds me of Virgo energy. All right, we have acceptance and indecision. Acceptance says, I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. So you've been working really hard, I feel. The Capricorn would be the one that's very stuck, right? They're not a fixed sign, but nonetheless, this Capricorn can get pretty bogged down, just like the rest of the earth signs, right? We can get pretty serious about life, for sure. And I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. Possibly there is something that you couldn't change in the past that is now coming at you as a fiery climax because you've been really working on the acceptance of the situation. Indecision says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Somebody's third eye is opened here. I feel like you might have opened the root chakra, that you might have opened the third eye chakra, and you're learning to speak up. You're learning to speak what's on your heart. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. So that's not where you're wasting your time anymore, right? Yeah, you're not wasting your time trying to change people's minds. Because we got Capricorn, Taurus. You're never going to change the mind of those two. Unless they think it's a good idea, it's going to be tough. I think it's interesting how we have Aries and Taurus because they follow each other, right? Aries first, Taurus second. Anyways, let's take a look here. Tell us about this fiery climax. What is going on here? It feels like it's a bit of a shake-up. When I see fiery, I think that two people clash or have words. Fiery, but it could be passion-related as well. Throwing cards around. So we've got the Death card. We've got the King of Wands and Six of Wands. Feels like somebody's changing their player ways. That's what it feels like. Somebody's changing their player ways. Somebody who realizes that they have a reputation to uphold. Somebody here is going to stop with the impulsive, passionate things. Tell me for Gemini, please. We have the Temperance card, we have the Empress, we have the Chariot, and we had an extra one fall out. We'll take it, the Fool. Okay. And then Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So we could be talking about someone in the future who you haven't seen in a while, the Hermits here. Someone that you haven't been speaking with, but someone that you know very well, someone that you have history with, nostalgia, somebody that possibly, while you haven't seen them for a while, they could have emperored up, for sure. This person could be someone who's a business owner who takes care of everything, or they're responsible for making sure people get paid that are working with them. So they could be, you know, the actuary. They could be the King of Pentacles. They could be the King of Cups, King of Wands. Yeah. Just listening. So the Emperor's been hiding from his feelings. We do have Virgo energy here. The Emperor has been exploring the situation or trying to get the details on some sort of a soulmate connection, or a connection that they feel is a soulmate connection. It feels like that. And someone here is trying to get answers, going into hermit mode, trying to find the wisdom, gain the wisdom. All right. Yeah, it does feel like somebody here has decided to put away their player ways, and because now they're I feel being noticed, or there's lots of attention on them, and they're really aware of their reputation. I think that you want to come closer to the Empress. I think that you want to move closer to the Empress, or move toward the Empress, so you can have some sort of a new beginning. I think that you want to heal something with the Empress. So it feels like somebody here is putting away their player ways. I feel like there's, you know, the King of Wands. I mean, I think it's a tag. I don't like labels. You guys know I don't like labels, but the King of Wands is someone who will impulsively jump in for the passion first, right? We do know that, but the King of Wands is someone who is, you know, their fuel is passion. So they must know that they're going to be in a good situation passionately before they get into anything. But, you know, sometimes the King of Wands can be guilty of being impulsive and going in and out of someone, not giving any stability really to the relationship. That, you know, although they're a king, I feel like they're still very impulsive. Yeah. They'll move. They'll move based on what they want in terms of passion. And it's not just, you know, that kind of passion. It's also the passion for life, the passion for the job, the passion for their family, the passion for whatever. So we have Temperance, which is Sagittarian energy. We have the Empress, who is Taurus and Libra. We have the Chariot card, which is Cancer, and we have the Fool, which is Aries. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo here, and we have Scorpio energy as well. So I feel like the transformation that comes here. So there is a fiery climax that's approaching, but understand that after the fiery climax, it feels like things get very grounded. So the Temperance card, I think, is here for healing. That something has come to an end with this King of Wands, but I feel like the King of Wands wants to heal it with the Empress. King is whoever, and same with Empress, feminine or masculine. We're not reading body parts, we are reading energies. So, I feel like Cancer here tells me that the Empress is tired of waiting around. The Empress is good to heal and then move forward. It feels like there is victory coming. There is victory coming in a new beginning here for the Empress. And I feel as though that the King is kind of panicking because it's like, I got to end my player ways if I want to be with the Empress. I got to heal this. I got to let her know or let him know that it is, that I've stopped, I've stopped seeing a bunch of people. They may be contacting me, but I'm not contacting them back. It feels like there is a little bit of ego here, that this person might be quite attractive or very successful. They gain a lot of notoriety when they pop into town or get into the restaurant. It's like other people know them. This might be the person that you can't walk 5 minutes in the mall because someone's coming up and shaking their hand. So they're quite popular, I think. And I think the King of Wands has their eye on the Empress, or vice versa. The Empress is about to move forward, though, is about to move on and start a new chapter here, because I feel like there is something that went down between the King of Wands and the Empress. Let's take a look. Tell me about Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the Death card and Temperance. Feels like something changed and then we got healed, or it came into balance. Got the Eight of Pentacles. Started working on my own balance. Gemini, maybe it's you. Started working on your own balance and ended up transforming energy here. Just listening. The transformation came, I feel. It feels here, Gemini, that maybe you may have been in the same workplace with this person. For some of you, you could have been the same workplace with this person, but I feel as though you were already in a thing. Like you were probably in a relationship or in a situation where you were taking care of others. You were giving someone else reciprocity, but it wasn't making you happy. So it feels like maybe that you were in a relationship that you were working on really hard, but it just was not working out for you. You kept trying to heal it, but it wasn't working out. I think that you found out that somebody was giving more to one person than to you. It feels like the sadness comes from, that this person was, had someone else in the DMs, or they were, you found the credit card statement and they had been buying someone else flowers or tithes or, whatever it is. It feels like there is some sadness here. I put in all this work and it didn't work out. And now I got to heal. So I think that it's a lesson for the King of Wands is what I want to say. Tell me what ended here. What ended here is communication. So we stopped talking. It was the end of working together, and then I got really sad because I realized that you were giving me reciprocity. What's the Temperance card, please? Temperance card is the Six of Wands, so it feels like there is somebody who's watching, or somebody who really has to be careful of their reputation, that they're always trying to keep their reputation in check. Someone who's being watched, someone who is being watched while when you're trying to work on a relationship, an emotional situation, and you figure out that someone is giving more to someone else than they are giving to you. And it feels as though everyone's watching you while you're going through that process. Tell me about the King of Wands and the Empress, please. I feel like you're the King of Wands. King of Wands and the Empress. And I'm not saying that you're promiscuous. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying you're really passionate. You may have had a hard past. You may have learned a lot of lessons through a lot of the burdens that were created for you because of the past situations. It's a connection here. So the connection is the Four of Wands. So this is someone that is really, you're really crazy about them and they're really crazy about you is what I want to say. The Four of Wands is here. What connects you is I think that you two feel like family. So it feels like you know each other for a long time, or you know of this person, that this person already feels like your family. Now, if you worked with them, that would be true. They would feel like work family, right? But I don't think that this is someone who's an actual part of your family, but it feels like a feeling of, you know, maybe we live together, or a feeling of somebody who really wants to have a foundational connection with you, someone who is maybe spiritually, emotionally connected to you energetically. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Yeah, somebody here. I think that you either asked this person. So there's an exchange of emotion here, but I think that the exchange of emotion was ignored in order to achieve balance. There may have been this king here. I feel it could be you. I mean, take it as it resonates. It could be someone else, but I feel like the king had something going on. Like the king, I feel was in a relationship here. This could be you. This could be them. Somebody was in a relationship, and I believe that. I believe that justice is here because it is a breakdown of balance once the Four of Cups is noticed. Somebody was given an offer by the Empress, tried to ignore it, but I feel that it brings the Four of Wands to justice. I feel like we start to look exactly at the relationship to see what it is. I feel like the king is already in some sort of relationship, but I feel like the relationship the king is in has someone else maybe looking elsewhere. So I feel like it's a realization probably, or the justice to me is someone now realizes that the Empress was the choice, but they made the wrong choice. It feels like you feel like you may have made the wrong choice here. Courage. Tell me about the Empress. We've got the High Priestess. I feel like you still want to be seen by this Empress here. It feels like you're getting out of another thing, or you're out of another thing, Gemini. And you're trying to find the strength to move forward to the Empress. I feel like the Empress knows you're already coming. That's what I want to say. The Empress already knows you're on the way, because the High Priestess is here. The High Priestess isn't saying a word, is quietly watching from the sidelines. That's who the Empress is. She's quietly watching from the sidelines, watching you gain strength, watching you make something right. It feels like something needs to be made right here. Like it was supposed to happen, but it got put on hold for some reason. We've got victory twice in the near future for this new start. Tell me more about this. Somebody's coming in possibly that lives at a distance, or someone that you've been feeling distant from, somebody who's been not showing you their emotion. It might be under the surface. We've got Cancer energy here. We've also got Leo energy. Someone wants to be seen. Someone wants you to pay attention to them. That's what the Six of Wands is. Getting all the kudos, right? This person, I feel, has big feelings for you. They're looking at adding someone to their family for the Ten of Cups. And they're really looking at you as a candidate. They're looking over all the details. And they've gained some wisdom while they've been alone. It feels like they've had a realization that they're in love with you. The Fool is here in the Chariot. They move quickly to this conclusion that they have to have a new beginning with you. There we go. Communication coming. All right. Tell me about that communication, please. Communication is coming for you, Gemini, or you are sending communication. Take it as it resonates. Let's tell us about the communication, though. It's communication about love. Yep, it's harsh communication. It's very completely honest communication. communication has been very bad, very spotty, if not at all. Somebody here disappointed the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords needs answers. We've got a Tower. Somebody comes in and says this to you. That's what I feel. Or you say it to the other person. However it's working for you, Gemini. There's a Tower about communication. Somebody divulges their feelings. They've been thinking about it for a while. I really want to have you in my family. I have romantic feelings for you. And maybe you give them enough attention. It feels like they get attention from you. And it feels as though the attention is so overwhelming that you gave them that they had to walk away, or vice versa. But it's time for the reunion because we have the Three of Cups here. Time for the reunion. What is the challenge here, please? What's the challenge, please? The challenge is the Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Five of Wands in the upright. It feels like the challenge is communication. Communication without arguing or fighting or bantering. That is the communication issue here, because we're looking at an Empress and a King, right? So it feels like that the communication styles could clash. That's what it feels like. Yeah, we've got to be really careful, really kind, really warm. We have to use our words. We have to seek clarity before we go into this communication situation where, the Tower is going to drop. It feels like somebody's going to show up unannounced. The Chariot is here, or the text is going to show up and you didn't expect it. And the person's going to be really straightforward with you. Look, I'm single. And I know I disappointed you and I'm really sorry, but I have feelings for you. And I really like to explore that. Tower is like, boom, it falls and everything that you knew life to be is done. Everything is very different now. Yeah. So I feel like you are going to have somebody come in here, but be aware that somebody is coming in quickly in order to manipulate you to move ahead. Now, I don't necessarily think it's a bad, like when I say manipulation, I feel like somebody tries to play the cards in their favor, speaking in terms of poker. I feel like this person knows that they're making the right move because they've been watching you from a distance grow. They've been watching you grow. There's the Empress. Been watching you grow from a distance, and they feel really connected to you or feel as though they have an attachment to you that they can't let go of. And I think it's because, they are the soulmate. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you very much for watching here. I hope you'll reach out and give me a thumbs up, or at least communicate with me in the comments. Either one, just exchange your energy with me, because I love when I can give you more information. If I can connect to you, I don't know that you're there. I could try, but you might as well show me who you are in the comments, right? I'm going to go for now. I love you guys. Thanks, Gemini, for coming here and appreciating me by watching. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hello, Aquarius. Elsie here to do your reading for the next couple of weeks. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you, Aquarius. If you are interested in seeing more Aquarius videos, please reach out and hit that thumbs up so you can tell YouTube that you like the channel, that you like the video. Thank you so much for that. If you're interested in having a reading, please look below in the description. You'll find the yellow dot, and that's also where you'll find my email address. I like me an email. So if you have any questions about my process, feel free. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, I was going to say we are using Moonology this week because we have a full moon, right, on the 7th. So we have a full moon coming. It is a full worm moon, and the worm moon comes out in the just as the spring is arriving, and the worm is like, it's about, all the little creepy crawly things that are now coming out of the soil as it thaws, and that's what the worm moon is about, but it's in Virgo. So that's sort of a checkpoint. Like, it makes you slow down a little bit, look around you, maybe assess things, your health, your life, your money, everything that's in the 3D, right? Your three-dimensional stuff, your material things possibly, or how you spend your time and money. All right. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It's for Aquarius. Please tell us about Aquarius energy for the next couple of weeks. Aquarius. What do we got here? We've got the energy is gaining momentum. Okay. So if you are feeling like something's creeping up on you, Aquarius, the energies are gaining momentum. Momentum tells me something is about to move. Tell me more about that. The energy gaining momentum. What's moving? What is moving here for Aquarius? What is moving? Don't let pride get in your way. So I feel that you're supposed to be aware of pride, be aware of ego. It says full moon in Leo. So please be aware of ways that you may block your own success or your own progress. And that means Leo, understand, is a fixed sign, okay? So Leo is a fixed sign. It's hard to change your mind when you're a fixed sign, and you should know that because you're Aquarius, right? Sometimes we have a very certain way that we think about things or come about our own answers, and we're not open to feedback. But it feels here, like it says here, don't let pride get in the way. And I think it's really specifically speaking to a fixed energy, which is you. So I feel like you're supposed to not let pride get in the way and understand that sometimes is a time to give rather than to take. So I know that you're used to going all in and being the one who gives the most first, but I think there's a time for that. It says here a new moon in Virgo, but we do have a full moon in Virgo coming up. I want you to do some research and find out exactly how that's going to affect Aquarius energy. And I think that you'll find a heap of knowledge out there. For sure. But it feels like you are, if you're not getting the attention and you're not getting people giving you kudos, I'm going to counsel you to not worry about that, because I feel like right now the energy is gaining momentum, which means that it's not yet moving, but it's gaining momentum, right? It's not yet moving. Probably because it's stuck or fixed because of the Leo energy. We have Virgo, who's a mutable sign, so stubborn as well, but also able to change their mind quicker than Leo, for sure. So, oh yeah, I guess we should look at the bottom, right? Emotions are running high. That's coming up. It's coming up for other signs as well. Emotions are running high because we're right up against a full moon, right? Which is usually the end point. Right? The full moon's usually the end point, and then we can start from there. There's new beginnings, and a lot of people are going to be cutting things out. Aquarius, energies, people, situations. Yeah. So something's gaining momentum here. What's the feeling here? We've got balance and growth, but balance is in the reverse. We've got happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Y'all, that is the key. If you are on a path that is making you miserable, you're going the wrong way, with the wrong person, in the wrong situation, with the wrong job, with the wrong house. I don't care what it is. If it's not making you happy, you're going the wrong way. That's your first indication. All right. So we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Somebody's looking to grow spiritually and vibrationally. And then we have balance, and it's in the reverse. And I don't usually read these cards in the reverse, but it's interesting that it's come up with growth, right? It says balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So what I want to say is that you do judge yourself. You judge yourself for not having grown past here by now. And I think that you need to grow in consciousness. You need to grow in consciousness and be aware that just because back there you didn't really have much balance, or you didn't know how to bring perfect harmony to your life, that the growth comes in the knowing of it's okay that I didn't know what I didn't know back there. It's all right. It's okay to give yourself a break on the things that you didn't know. Yes. All right. So let's look at this energy is gaining momentum. What are we looking at here? What kind of energy? So I feel like the energy that's probably gaining momentum is, I feel like you're trying to get your balance back. You're growing. You're being aware. You are trying to expand your consciousness. And it feels like there is... there is a bit of a block, and I want to say that it's the ego because of the full moon in Leo. I want to say it's the ego that's the bit of a block. It's like, I'm not giving it up because I said I wasn't going to give it up. Let's just say in terms of a relationship, if that's what it is, it's like somebody will not stop beating the dead horse. It's like, it's done. You need to leave it alone. But somebody's holding on because they have a bit of pride. It's like, I can't tell people that this didn't work out. Somebody's trying to save face. All right. So the energy is gaining momentum. The energy might be about a decision that's being made about emotions, or the decision for someone to kind of just pop up at the Two of Wands. A surprise decision, possibly. The energy is gaining momentum. I like it. Just listening. Don't let pride get in your way. If you need to walk away, please walk away and go back to the Two of Wands. Make the decision to go down that other path. Don't leave yourself stuck in a situation that is not yet moving, but has been gaining momentum. So if you're bored with waiting for the movement here, I think you're supposed to make the decision to move yourself. I don't think you're waiting. I don't think you're supposed to be waiting for anything. You might feel this energy gaining momentum, but I don't think you're supposed to wait for anything. I think you're supposed to make the decision about something that might be, that you might be emotionally connected to. It could be something to do with a Taurus. It could be something to do with a commitment. It may be that a commitment surprises you. It pops up. You might have to make a decision about a commitment. All right. What else do we have here for you? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius. My mama was an Aquarius. All right. Let's do that. And so we have the Ace of Cups that's in the reverse. We have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Star that's in the reverse. It feels like somebody's stuck in a situation where they're kind of losing hope that they're ever going to be able to make the decision to go back, to go to, you know, it feels like somebody is at the crossroads of life. So they're like, I could go this way or I could go that way. It could go this way. It could go that way. It feels like somebody's losing hope that there actually is going to even be a decision to make about love if they don't hurry up and get to the crossroads. The energy is gaining momentum, which tells me that I feel like there is some sort of a commitment that pops up where somebody surprises you with traditional romantic something or other. Somebody might be very sort of old school traditional romance. So this person might send flowers or, like want to take you out, but send a car to get you. Like it feels like old school romance, opening your door, or maybe you're the one who gets the door open for you. Just listening. Somebody wants to make a move and let you know that they have affection for you, but they're not doing it because they're not sure. There's somebody here who I feel is someone who's very stuck in their ways. They're very traditional. They're very old school. It could be someone who's older, but it doesn't have to be. There's a lot of young people who are old souls. I feel like the Hierophant tells me that there is a commitment here, but that this may be a perfect committed match. Like it may be your person is a Taurus and maybe you're going to be super happy with them. But I feel like right now there's no love. Like we're not sharing our emotions right now. That's why I think that maybe somebody who is usually very traditional and stuck in their ways might change their mind and decide to pop up somewhere and say, hey, can we make a decision to move forward here? But this feels to me like somebody's sort of hopeless that it'll ever work out. I'm thinking about this, but I don't think I'm ever going to get that offer. I don't think someone's ever going to come in with the apology or just pop up and tell me that they're romantically interested in me. Because I feel like you're in this energy here. You're feeling bad about emotional things. Like, am I ever going to find my person? Will I ever find my commitment? And maybe it'll end up being a commitment without love. Like somebody is feeling sort of hopeless that the situation can change. I think that the situation is going to change, but understand that I think, Aquarius, that you're the one who's in charge of the change. I think that it feels like you need to work on not judging the self. Being so hard on yourself. The universe hears all the things you say after the word I am. So please choose carefully, right? I want you to be like, I am loved, I am cared for, I am strong. Never say anything after the I am that is not you. The universe doesn't understand your emotion, only the things that you say. I feel like you're growing there. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at some, we've got 10 of Pentacles under the bottom of the deck. 10 of Pentacles after dropping our burdens. It looks like somebody is getting in the Chariot here. Somebody who doesn't have a lot of time to spend with you, or you with them. It feels like somebody's doing a lot of juggling here, which is putting them in the energy of being the Emperor in reverse. This person's coming in and they might come in like hot. Like this person might come in like scattered. They're juggling a lot of things. They don't have a lot of time to spend. They zip here, they zip there. This is someone who doesn't have a lot of time to spend because they're carrying a lot of responsibilities. Responsibilities that some of them they can let go, but they won't. It feels almost like martyrdom. Like they're like, look at all the things that I carry. Do you know what I mean? It feels like that sort of energy. All right. Let's clarify a little bit here. First thing I want to know is, what is the energy that's gaining momentum here? What's going to happen? Because it feels like the energy that gains momentum causes somebody to make a different choice and go back to the crossroads, to take the other path, to see what's there. Tell me about the energy that's gaining momentum, please. What's about to move? What's gaining momentum? What's gaining momentum is the Wheel of Fortune. I love it. Oh my gosh. Of all of the cards that could have flown out, the energy that's gaining momentum is the Wheel of Fortune. I love it. There's about to be a new adventure coming up here for somebody. Yeah. A new adventure. A fortunate adventure. You could end up dealing with someone who is a fixed sign. So a Taurus, a Leo, Aquarius like you, or Scorpio. But I feel like the energy that's gaining momentum is the universe is saying it's time to go. It's time to go back to the Two of Wands and make a different choice. It's time for communication. It's time to talk about things. It's time for things to start speeding up. The energy's gaining momentum, right? The Knight of Swords says it's time. We got to go. We got to speed things up here. We have communication to make about this offer that you gave me back there that I didn't take and didn't look at and didn't acknowledge. So I feel like there is someone here, Aquarius, either you did it to them, they did it to you, take it as it resonates, flip-flop it as you need to. But the Four of Cups, the fourth cup is coming in the door, and someone is so very concentrated on the Three Cups, which, you know, could be fun and partying and reunion with friends and happy times. I feel like this person was so, into what they were doing or having fun what they were doing that they either ignored or just didn't acknowledge the offer you gave them for your emotional connection. I feel like this person is going back to the crossroads because they're going to look for the cup. That's what it feels like. This person is going to look for the cup. Who is this person? They could be someone I said who is a fixed sign. Could be Cancer. Could be Aquarius. Show up in your reading here is having a little bit of doubt about what's going on here. Who's going to the Two of Wands, please? Who's going to the Two of Wands, please? Cute. It's somebody who is looking for a foundational relationship, something that's sturdy and stable. This, I feel, for some of you, is someone who you may have already offered your emotions to. This person, I feel, was stuck in their growth, or maybe you were. They didn't yet learn that lesson of, how to gracefully turn away, saying no thank you. This person, I think, ignored it. I feel like what this person wants, as they're going back to the crossroads, is they're going back because they want stability. They want stability. They want foundation. They want to build a family. It feels like they're looking for someone who's going to be really a solid foundation for them. They could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Tell me why Aquarius is here in the reverse, please. You're losing hope, or you don't have clarity. You're doubting yourself. You're stuck in the Eight of Swords here. Again, the Two of Wands comes up, right? Got the Two of Wands up here, right? So it feels like you're losing hope that there'll ever be a decision made, and you're losing hope that there will ever be an adventure. Tell me what else I've got here. Tell me about the Star in reverse. Losing hope of love and balance. Yeah, so it feels like you think that this is never coming, right? You think this is never coming. I feel like your person has Two of Wands, and so do you. So I feel like that it could come to the point where you guys are at the same place at the same time again at some point, or that they connect with you through the internet at some point, or you end up in the same chat room, or, you know, in the same Zoom session, or I don't know how it works, but you end up coming together again at some point at the crossroads because you both have the Two of Wands. Tell me what this Page of Cups is about, please, for Aquarius. What's the Page of Cups for, please? Okay, so somebody is coming in to show you some sort of affection. It may be somebody who is just going to surprise you, either through text or maybe just showing up if they're in the neighborhood, or a phone call or what have you. It feels like there's been some burdens that were created between you, and it caused a lot of inability to make a decision or try and think it out. We didn't think it out. It immediately caused a burden because it was only the Page of Cups. Somebody was just, you know, barely giving affection. It feels like one person was ready for commitment and the other person was at the Two of, or sorry, not the Two, but the Page of Cups. Somebody here was only talking about, you know, what we might do in the future. They weren't ready to fall in love, but I think that you are ready for commitment, and that caused a really big burden for them. Now, you know, it feels like that they had a choice between two, and because the Lovers is here, so they did consider you a soulmate, and now I'm just realizing right now I'm speaking in the past tense. So it feels like they did consider you a soulmate. I think this person's still going to pop up, is what I want to say. They're still going to surprise you with some sort of communication. And it's going to be at a time when you're like, I can't do this anymore, Elsie. I can't think about it one more minute. And the thing is you need to be in control of your thoughts, my Aquarius love. Yeah. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. What do we all stuck up in the head about? Yeah, here comes the Tower to get you out of the Eight of Swords. I feel it's about to at least become unstuck, but I feel as though that the Eight of Swords brings the Tower, because you're stuck in the Eight of Swords, and it just makes you feel your feelings. You're in regret. You're still watching this person. The cycle's about to close. We've got 8 swords, and one that the page carries is 9. I think that there is communication coming, is what I want to say, or this is a representation of you watching this person and not being able to get out of your head and feel sad about it. Tell me about the Tower. Yeah, it feels like that that you are watching this person. Like, it feels like this is the person, right? It feels like you're watching this person and, you know, kind of going over, like looking at pictures and really going over the curves of their face. Like, I feel like you're super attracted to this person, and that you're watching them. Charlie just said raise hell, because it's the Queen of Wands, right? I feel like you're watching this person do their own thing, like really blaze through life. And it gives you balance for you, that you see them from a distance, that they're doing well. It gives you a little bit of balance to know that they're out there. But I feel like you want to talk to them. We look at the Page of Swords and say, like, what are we going to say? It's like somebody's, I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm in the 5 of Cups. I don't know. I'm disappointed and I'm sad that this thing has not come together. It feels like it's almost the end of the cycle, though, because we've got 9 swords. And although you're having sleepless nights and not able to communicate, it does feel like there is somebody here who is probably a leader, someone who's very strong, someone you're very attracted to. I think you're thinking about all of those things here. Tell me about the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups in the reverse, please. So this is something we have to talk about. We got to be really honest about where we're at here. Somebody here is coming in to be very honest. Got the King of Swords. So it could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius that you're also dealing with, but maybe that's you, right? This is Aquarius. So I feel like there needs to be some communication about this commitment. Is it a commitment? Is it not? I'm going to say that when you communicate with this person, try not to communicate so much in swords. Try and communicate as the Hierophant. If you are the spiritual teacher or the person who's in control of your spiritual energy, I think it's going to be necessary. Yeah, it's going to be necessary to be kind with your words rather than really strategic and factual, and because it feels like there has the ability for there to 5 wands to occur, for people to start arguing and fighting with each other during the communication. It might get too sharp, so be careful with that. Who's making the commitment? The soulmates. That's who's making the commitment. So, take it as it resonates. We've got Libra. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. We've got Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus again, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Why is the Ace of Cups in the reverse? Ace of Cups is in the reverse because you think that this person is offering also to another person. You think that they have someone on the side. They give you reciprocity, but you're pretty sure that they're offering more to someone else than they're offering to you. You think that they could be in a long-term relationship possibly, and that's why the communication is spotty. You think that they're with someone else when they're not talking to you, but I really think that this person is someone who's a hard worker. So if they're quiet with you, it might be because, they're very super busy here. This person might own their own business, and they might be a yoga instructor. They might be somebody who is trying to run their own business and trying to grow at the same time. Somebody who's they could be in a very healing business. They could be a healer. They could be a psychic. But I think that this person also could be in home care. They could be very caring and loving, like a mother. So it feels like that the reason that the Ace of Cups is in the reverse is because of the spotty communication and the fact that you feel like this person is giving to another person as well as you. It's moving really slow, and I feel like there is yet to be another confrontation. It feels like there's energy of someone who's really defensive and hiding behind the fear wall, but they're really impulsive, and sometimes they don't check themselves when they speak. They turn out being the Queen of Swords. I feel like this person wants to have a new start, but they're not saying so. It's very quiet. The High Priestess is here. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you, Aquarius, for coming here and watching. I hope that you are well, and thank you for clicking here. I'm going to go for now, and I will be back, of course, in another couple weeks for more readings. And there's always a sneak peek for the week, which I will link up above. I'm going to go. See you guys. Bye-bye. And hello, Libra. How are you? I hope you are well. Thank you very much for clicking here. Libras and cross watchers, I do appreciate you both so much. Thank you so much for being in the comments, letting me know who you are. I hope that you will offer a thumbs up for this video. Really looking for more Libras. And in order for YouTube to be able to offer this video to any other people who might be Libra, we need your help with the thumbs up. So if you could do that for me, if you enjoy this channel and you'd like to see it grow, then if you could offer the thumbs up, that would be great. I'd also love to see you in the comments, because that's where we like to be, Libra. We want to get to know each other, okay? So if you could leave me a comment of some sort, even if it's an emoji, if I don't know you're there, it's kind of hard to get your energy. So it's kind of you to leave me a comment. Thank you so much for that. All right. If you're interested in a private read, Libra, you can look below in the description. Look for the yellow dot. You'll find my email address if you have any questions about my process, but you can just run on over to Book It Wizio if you would like to. Love to see you there. Okay. Here we go. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, Libra. We are using the Moonology deck this time around because on the 7th is the full moon. It is a full moon in Virgo. And we are looking at the full moon in Virgo as sort of a checkpoint, right? The Virgo energy is about slowing down, being grounded, looking at your situation, your three-dimensional situation, your material goods. How is your health? How is your money? How is your financial health? So I feel like you're going to be slowed down a little bit. And even though you are someone who usually doesn't make impulsive decisions and makes them from logic and intellect, I feel like you're really going to be critically going over the things around you to find what needs to go if it's not giving you balance. So that's what we're using the Moonology for. So yeah, I suggest that you go and Google it and find out how this moon in Virgo, this worm moon, is going to affect your sign. Okay, here we go. We've got expect powerful change. Thank you so much. We're always asking for the change, right? Change is tough, but it's necessary. Without change, there's no progress. So we have don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo, and then we have hold your vision. So what I want to say is that there is something coming that is going to be very powerful when it comes to, as it pertains to the things that you are leaving behind with this full moon energy. The full moon energy is kind of when things are coming to the crescendo, or they're at full view, or full, things come full circle, and then it's time for us to cycle again into the new energy, right? So some things are coming to a crescendo or coming to an end. There is a powerful change that is going to be around you at this time, I feel, within the next couple of weeks. We've got a fiery climax approaches. Again, expect powerful change. So something might be coming to an end. Yeah, we've got the full moon in Aries. Okay. And if you do not yet have your full moon ritual, please just search the internet for that. Easy full moon rituals. Let the moon do their thing. Let the universe do their thing. Let the moon shine and, cut some of those ties for you if it's feeling heavy. All right, here we go. Tell me about the emotion on this for Libra. Oh, that one just did sort of a 360, didn't it? No, 180 it would be. So we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Somebody's waking up. This will make powerful change. It definitely will. Absolutely. And gratitude and love. What? And abundance. Holy. Well, you know what? They're all too good not to take. We got failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I love it. So somebody has realized that you're not a bad person, you're not a weak person, you're not a terrible person if you don't reach the goal the first time. If you don't succeed, try again. If it means that much to you, you will. So I feel somebody has realized that just because you didn't reach it the first time, it doesn't mean you can't take a second shot at it. And that's growth. That's growth. That's consciousness and awareness. That you are aware of your own power, that you know that you can make the changes that you want to make. Then we had gratitude that came out, didn't we? It says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So somebody here is growing because of gratitude, because of being grateful for everything that you have in this moment. And I know that some of y'all are going through it, man. I know it. But there is always going to be something, one thing, one small thing that you can be really grateful about. And that's the thing you should focus on. It might be something that makes you feel abundant. You can manifest whatever you desire in this physical reality here. It says here, with gratitude comes growth. So I think all you need to do is to be engaged in gratitude, be engaged in being, feeling abundant. It's, the words I am are so powerful, right? Whatever you put at the end of that, the universe is listening to intently. I am successful. I am abundance. I am gratitude. I am growth. It says I am love. I think this is really beautiful. Like it's a beautiful little mantra for you. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And like I said, some of us have some pretty hellacious lives. There's some pretty bad crap going on out there in the streets. There is. But that doesn't mean that you can't have gratitude. There's always going to be something. If nothing, the breath in your lungs. You know what I mean? There's always going to be something. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. I love it. using. Okay. What else is going on here? Libra. So Libra, expect powerful change because you are changing. You are changing like crazy. Growth, gratitude, love, abundance. You are changing. Hold your vision. You're almost there. It feels like somebody who's climbing a mountain. Okay, I just got to tell you the silliest thing Charlie just showed me. For those of you who are Gen Xers or kids who watched Wheel of Fortune when you were a child, you know the odie, 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 odie. You know the one that's climbing, that game where it was the Swiss guy climbing the mountain? That's what he just showed me. Somebody's in an uphill climb. Yeah, and you're almost at the top. You've almost won the game. Such silliness. Charlie's so silly. Okay, let's take a look here. Tell me about the powerful change. What can Libra expect? This powerful change over this full moon. All right. We've got the King of Moons. Interesting. You'll be more connected to yourself emotionally. You will have deepened your love of self, or become emotionally intelligent. That means being aware of your feelings and how you're expressing them, and expressing them appropriately, right? Expect powerful change. What else? We've got the Nine of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. So you could be expecting change in the way your money flows with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You could be looking at some sort of a financial loss, possibly. You could also be someone who's like kind of over being single, or that you have the ability to have abundance, but right now you're not feeling very abundant. And maybe you're feeling not very abundant in your pentacles, so possibly that's affecting how you see yourself or how you love yourself. It feels like you put your worth in money and things, material things. That even though you're the King of Moons, you're the King of Cups, even though you're the King of Cups, which is a great place to be, you still feel like there is some sort of a deficit, or I don't have enough money, or maybe I don't want to be single, or, feeling like I don't have enough, living in scarcity. Maybe you do have enough, but you feel like you don't have enough. We have the new moon. We could have a change of attitude or a change of position, I feel, when the new moon comes, because the new moon is about new cycles. It's about holding space. And you are the only person that has the key to your new path. The new moon brings new beginnings. You can change your mind. Got 6 cups on the card of the new moon. Tell me about Libra, please. All right. We've got the 4 of Swords in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. This has been happening. The last 2 cards come out together. Interesting in the last few reads. Okay. So I feel like you are quite emotional about something that you wish to resume or restore, something that has ended that you are hopeful or wishing to restore. Just listening. It feels like you feel as though you don't have the right tools to close a chapter here. So something is still open. Something is open. I think it's your heart. I think it's your emotions. It's like you're searching. You're searching, it feels. You're searching, like your heart is searching for your person, or you're wondering if this chapter is closed for good because you're really kind of over being single, feeling sort of rocked off your foundation, not feeling very stable in either money or the way you see yourself. I feel like you're hoping that you can reconnect with someone that you have really deep feelings for. It feels like you were left standing with the cup, that something did end here, but I'm wondering, I'm feeling your wonder. I wonder if this is still viable. Is it over? Like, am I going to be single forever? Because I don't really want to be. It feels to me like there is a new start coming, though. A new start coming at the new moon. There is something that is going to end for you. There is a Ten of Swords here with the King of Swords. Ten of Swords is the end of the cycle, and the King of Swords is the one who speaks up and asks the questions, the one who has a line of questioning, wants the truth and the facts. We don't have any emotions here. It feels like somebody here is looking at, thinking of, possibly cutting someone or a situation out, ending a situation of silence, or feeling like you had been betrayed or lied to. I feel like you are going to be on a new path by the time we have the next new moon. But I think it's going to take some time and some know-how to close, to know how to put down the swords, because I think you're really hurt, Libra, from a situation. Somebody cut you out or cut you with their words, or the King of Swords is the reason for the Ten of Swords. So it might be you, Libra, who brought a cycle to an end, or a thought pattern that you have been thinking about something over and over, sort of in an obsessive way. I feel like when the new moon comes, you're going to have relief. If you choose to heal, you're going to have relief from that. You're going to be able to cut that free and let it go. I think that there is a situation that is closed here, and you may have closed a chapter. I think that you're about to close a chapter, but you wanted to talk to someone first, but I don't think that's an option anymore. I think that the chapter is closing here. You're going to allow it to close. It's almost like someone left you hanging here, is what I'm going to say. If someone left you hanging, and now you're trying to resolve it or recover your feelings. Yeah, it feels like you're really going through a lot. You're really learning a lot of lessons. The powerful change that I think is coming here, Libra, is that you are, I think, realizing that you are the Ten of Cups. That maybe you're not so good at letting people see the emotions on your face. So that maybe when you get into a romantic situation, maybe that's something that needs to change. If you're over being single, the King of Cups is like loves deeply, like Scorpio's crazy deep love, and a psychic connection. But it feels like someone here is sort of like the pendulum has swung, and you went from being, maybe possibly too soft and letting people walk on you to being too hard and not approachable. If you are someone who is over kind of being single, if that's what the Nine of Pentacles means for you, then I feel like there is a new start coming and someone new is coming. Yeah, a brand new chapter, a new cycle that's opening up with the new moon. So let's clarify a little bit here. All right, so I feel like you might be someone who's on the way to being the Emperor. We got two kings here, and I feel your energy in both of them. So it feels like the Judgment card here, you want to try again, or you want to revisit something or try and resurrect something. Tell me what that is. I think it has to do with love. The card is right here. Tell me what Libra wants to resurrect here. It's the reconciliation or resurrection. Tell me about that. You might be wanting to reconcile something with a Taurus, or you might be trying to get into the energy of the higher self, the spiritual self, because really the King of Cups is that, right? Quite spiritual and psychic. So you might be consulting with the higher self, or you might be wanting another chance with someone who is Taurus, possibly. Someone who might be a spiritual teacher. Yeah, there needs to be a conversation here. It feels like you feel that there is silence between you and the Queen. Now, the thing is here is, you know, we've got the King and Queen of Swords. So I feel like both of you are highly intelligent. And it feels like that you do want to have a conversation, but you're trying to use your gut, which is good, right? Scorpio, Scorpio energy here, you're trying to use your gut. Yeah. But I feel like this Queen of Swords is really silent with you. You really want to move forward with the Queen of Swords, I feel. And it feels to me like you're very moving at it very slowly, very grounded. You're trying to stay balanced. We have the third king out here. I might be speaking with an emperor. We've got pre-emperor energy. The only one that we're looking at coming out here now is... So we got the King of Cups, King of Pentacles. So we're looking for the King of Wands. That's it. Yeah, before we have that energy here. So I feel like it's a go. I think you're going to try it again. You're going to try it again, and if it doesn't work, I feel like you're going to close the chapter, but the world isn't here for nothing, right? This is like the lesson. You've successfully closed it. It's the lesson. It's the karma. It's closing the door and never going back, not doing that chapter ever again. The chapter is closed. So I feel like I'm just going to say, if you go back, it doesn't work out. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles in the world. Yeah, I feel like you do want to try and start again, that you fill, you know, all the barrels. I feel like you shoot this person with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, let them know that you have a lot of feelings for them, that maybe you want to take them out. You want to, you know, have something materialize. Page of Pentacles is here. You want to give them a message of, I'd like to grow with you in the future. And the Strength card here tells me that it's taken you a lot of courage to do that. I just don't feel as though it ends well because of the World card here. I feel like things come to an end. The chapter closes. This is someone that could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, have that in their chart. This is someone who does their own thing. They might say, yeah, and they might go against everything that they said. They might have just said that to appease you, because this person has their own mind and they're not checking with anybody. So this person, I feel like, even if you got the courage up to speak with them, I feel like this person is already at the World card. They've already closed this out here. You've been holding on to it, but understand that also creates scarcity, that you've been holding on to this energy of, I don't want to be single anymore, but it also creates scarcity. When you hold on to something so tight and you don't let it go, you're telling the universe, I don't trust you. And because I don't trust you, the universe doesn't really bless you with anything else. You have to learn how to be vulnerable. The thing is this, is I think that there is something that's coming to an end around the full moon energy, but I do believe that it's not very long before this new moon energy is opening up with a brand new start. That's what it feels like to me. The new moon is here. Tell me about the new moon energy, what's going to be happening around the new moon. Now, I don't know when the next new moon is, but if you want to put that in the comments, I will pin it to the top for everybody to see. And tell me about the new moon. What's going to happen around the new moon, please, for Libra. There's going to be communication, Libra, from someone who does a lot of juggling. It's going to cause a tower here. It's going to be upheaval and change. It's going to come in quickly. You're not expecting it. And I feel like there is going to be communication here from someone that usually doesn't like make communication because they might see themselves as really busy. This could be the person that you've been disconnected with. The King of Cups is here, right? I feel like this is the person that you've been disconnected from, that possibly is communicating with you here. This person could be an emperor. They could have a business and carry everything. I just got, confirmation. So I got a buzzing in my left ear. And we've got the Six of Swords. So it feels like somebody is on the full moon, that this person who carries everything, or somebody is going to take control of the situation, control of this emotional situation, and they're going to move it from the chaos to the calm, I feel. I mean, the tower's falling, so there is quite a bit of chaos here, but I think it ushers in emperor energy or an emperor. So for some of you, you're going to see the emperor around the new moon, and this person's going to come in revealing their feelings to you, telling you that they don't want to be chaotic in this situation anymore, that they want to move on. I think this person comes at you as the King of Swords, though. Yeah, there we go. They come at you as the King of Swords, right? Just like that. Boom-bitty-doom. But this person really has a lot of feelings for you. This person has a lot of feelings for you, and their communication with you has been spotty. They've just been healing. I feel like they've been closing cycles with other people. This person does see you as the soulmate, but they also see you as someone who is very sharp with your words. Yeah, and if anything, that might be why this cycle closes with them, because I do see the King of Swords here again, Ten of Swords. That might be why the cycle closes, because you're kind of sharp with your words. So I think that it's really important to remember the gratitude, abundance, and love and growth, and that you are growing. You can expect powerful change if you decide it. If you decide that there's going to be powerful change, there will be. Tell me what the challenge is here, please. Challenge for Libra. Challenge is dropping your burdens and seeing your worth and opening up, I feel. Opening up to possibilities, opening up to maybe it's okay for you to be single for a while. I feel like you're holding on to some things way too tight, and as a result, it's really creating a burden for you, Libra. It's dragging you down and holding you back. So I feel like you really need to move forward, entertain the thought of being courageous enough to close this chapter, and use the Wheel of Fortune energy to move forward. Because I feel like the Queen of Wands is saying, go for it. Get whatever you want. Blaze a trail. Yeah, do your thing. Absolutely. It's time for you to have a very powerful change in your life. Be careful of pride. Leo's here. It says, I want everybody watching me, and I'm, when it comes down to it, that if you act in a way of an ego, people aren't going to want to admire you. So keep a balance with that. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for coming here, for watching. I do appreciate you. I'll be back in the next couple of weeks to do another reading. Thank you so much for reaching out and hitting that thumbs up. It's going to help me grow. Thank you, guys. It's going to help us find more air signs. Thank y'all. Love you, Libra. Bye-bye.